Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video here today where I will be going over what a budget MLB deck list could possibly look like, along with getting into a match with it to see how we do on the ladder. So first things first, let's go over the deck list. I want to show you guys the MLB deck list that I'm using currently. That is as close to optimal as I can get it. And then I'll show you guys what you can do to change some things around and make it a little more budget friendly, but still pretty strong. Still a little costly, of course, but it shouldn't be too hard to build that deck. And then of course you guys can make any variations and upgrades that you have to it already. So this is my current deck list, like the one I've been using on ladder. As you guys can see, grade 1s and grade 2s are pretty much optimal. I wouldn't really mess with any of these numbers. I'm very happy with how this is. My grade 3s, 4 GAN slots, that's perfect. 3 MLBs, I only have 3, I did not get a 4th one. I crafted 2 of these and 1 GAN slot, and then I pulled 1 MLB. So, pretty lucky in that regard that I had 3 GAN slots sitting around before. As you guys can see, I only have 1 Palamede, so I replace him with this card. But optimally you want 4 Palamedes, 4 MLB, 4 GAN slot, and these last 2 slots where I have Soul Saver, you want to use one of the Alfreds, either King of Knights or Alfred early. I see people play 1 and 1 of each. I see people play 2 King of Knights Alfreds, but that's a card that you really don't want to ride into. But sometimes it comes in clutch. So this is like as close to optimal as I can get my deck right now. And now I'll go show you guys like what a budget version could kind of look like. And my reasoning for saying that this deck's pretty attainable even in like a budget form. So of course I think the grade 1 lineup I didn't really touch too much. I think 4 perfect guards is fine. If you obviously, I think everyone should have the sentinel medals to get that stuff. If you have 2 or 3, of course throw in different grade 1s to fill the slot. Leon's just a regular rare from one of the earlier sets, so I think most people have a playset. And this card you really need to play 4 of if you're playing the budget version, just because it gives you all that filtering and it lets you search out your pieces because you have less of them. 3 Marins, it's just a common 8k booster, comes in pretty handy. And then K is just a rare, so you can play around the numbers of Marins and Ks, but that's at your discretion, of course. And none of these are really hard to attain in grade 1s. Grade 2 is 4 Blaster Blades. Everyone has 4 from playing the story, and if you were on ranked at all, and you hit legend, any legend 10, legend 20, whatever, you got an extra one, so you have the surplus. 4 is not a stretch at all because everyone has 4. This is doable easily. Then I have 3 Blaster Darks. This number is 2 guaranteed because you have 1 from completing the story, and then if you 3-star the first 3 character fights for Ren, you have enough math to craft another one. And if you've been grinding material and trying to get certain cards at this point, or let's say you pulled 1 at least, let's just assume that you have pulled 1, you'll have 3. You have 2 for sure, but you have 3, so that's why I have 3 in this spot. And then I filled out 2 star calls. That's also just like a counterbalance to this because star calls you search into Blaster Dark, so that's what the goal is to get your Blaster Dark out. And then I just assume, let's just say you don't have enough mats for Bedivere because you're using your mats for the triple rares or something like that. So instead of Bedivere, you just run your 10k Vanilla and Galatine, and he just works great as a rear guard as well. It's not that much of a downgrade. You just don't hit 12k. You don't have 12k without a booster now. In grade 3s, even if you're playing budget MLB, you really want 4 GAN slots. 3 is doable, but 4 is really needed. It's kind of the engine of the deck. It's a free search into Blaster Blade, and it returns your heal to your deck. So I'm just assuming that from all the months that we've had to grind mats from early on, and hopefully you guys got a little lucky on the gacha and you have at least 3 or 4. I'm gonna go with 4 in this deck because I feel like it's really necessary even in a budget version. So before you craft your like 3rd MLB, please craft a GAN slot so you have 4 GAN slots. That's just my take on it, and I think that's the consensus, is that GAN slots one of the most important cards in this deck for sure. Then I'm only playing with 2 MLBs. You can play this with 1, but that's a little risky if you damage check it. So I'm playing with 2 just to be a little safer. I feel like 2 is not that hard of a number to hit. especially if you got a little lucky on the gacha, or just have some mats from before. Then we have this card right here, the 12k attacker. This is your replacement for Palamedes. Like I said before, when he attacks Vanguard, he gets plus 2k, so it becomes 12k. Lets you hit over 11k Vanguards like PBD, Overlord, other MLB decks you can hit. So he's just a good card. And then I have Lahengrin here. He's like the backup ride. He has like the Mega Blast ability. So if you say you played, if you misrode him, you ride him one turn, and then the next turn you probably re-ride him. So you have enough cards in the soul, because he does soul charge himself as well. So you have enough cards in the soul to, it's a Mega Blast, so it's Soul Blast 6, Counter Blast 4, and then you get to retire the entire board on your enemy side. So I think that's pretty strong. Other than that, you don't really want to ride into him, of course. With all your searching power and Wingo Brave, Starcalls, and Ganslots, you really just want to be hitting MLB. So we're going to take this deck onto ladder and see how it can do against, see how it can do against budget, well, how good budget MLB can do against other decks is what I'm trying to say. So hopefully we don't run into a VP farmer, we can get a decent game out. And I mean, this deck is still going to have trouble against Doe, especially since you have less cards that can search you out your pieces. If you get your Wingo Brave gets popped off by like Tatejas or something, it's a little scary, because now you don't have your search into MLB and you have to luck out by drawing into it. So we're gonna see how this goes. And this was just like a video I want to make sure that, to show you guys that, like, yeah, it's possible to build a deck and be competitive even with just 2 MLBs, and it's not impossible to have success on the ladder with an incomplete deck, especially in this meta. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to find an opponent here, and hopefully it's not a VP farmer. So it looks like we found a opponent, and we are against the Royals mirror match. Okay, so budget MLB versus MLB. We'll see how this goes. I am probably gonna damage deny here. Seems like the smartest thing to do for me. Okay, that is really big already. We're gonna send him back. I think I'll keep everything else. Nice. That is huge. So we're going second. Sorry if it's a little laggy. My blue stacks have been acting up lately. I don't know what to do about it. Maybe just need a new computer to upgrade a little bit, but hopefully it holds up here. It's gonna ride the Marin and then call out the Wingo Brave behind. And then pass the turn to me. And he calls a Leon to filter. Okay. So this is, of course, what you want to be doing is filtering with Leon. It's a discard one, draw one. So you just discard the Leon to draw another card, which could be one of his pieces. Very strong. A little scary. And we got a perfect guard and a 12k attacker. Okay. So I want to really make sure that I get my MLB here. So I'm going to not damage him this turn, but I'm going to activate Leon's effect to draw another card here. Galatine, okay. So that's probably my ride next turn. I think it should makes the most sense to ride that card. Actually no, I'll probably ride Starcall. 2 PGs in hand. Have my pieces. I'm only missing MLB, so hopefully we can get it. Ride Blaster Dark is gonna give me the damage. That is the real question, because if he gives me damage, I have my MLB. I have the play ready to go. He gets a Blaster Blade. Okay. And he's gonna draw another card. I don't think he has all his pieces, and you know, me damage denying him has put him in some pressure, and he's gonna damage deny me as well. Okay, so now it's all about who can draw MLB. Ooh, that's rough. Okay. So I could push him damage. Might be worth it now because he's gonna have to ride grade 3 next turn. So did it push him 1? I'm gonna activate this so I have it ready to go next turn. I think I'm gonna push him to 1 damage, and then hopefully we can draw into MLB, or he pushes me another damage, and we're gonna have to ride into the 12k, I think. Star Call goes to damage. Yeah, so this is pretty much what you want to do against MLB decks, is just damage deny until either you hit your MLB or you can get rid of their Wingle Brave, but it doesn't seem like I was going to be able to. Oh, he has MLB? This is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. I mean, he's running a pretty budget version himself, it seems. He has Galatine here. Maybe still missing a piece. Because I think he needs a Blaster Dark, honestly. Yeah, wow, he's still missing a piece here. Okay, he's gonna push me 2 damage here. I could Blaster Blade and pop his Wingle Brave, so he's gonna search his Blaster Dark out this turn now. Okay, well I need to draw into something that can hit that 10k. So either a booster behind Star Call or a grade 3 of my own. If we can hit MLB this turn, we're in a very, very good spot. So he has his crit for next turn. What do I draw into here? That works. That works out fine. I'm just gonna ride this, and then Star Call. I'm not gonna use Star Call's ability here, and we're just gonna call K in behind as a booster. We're gonna take some damage next turn for sure, but I feel like we should be able to turn it around with a little bit of trigger luck here. And then, oh, I don't even get to search with Wingle Brave because he's not a blaster. Yikes. This is gonna be rough. Definitely gonna be rough. Draw trigger, okay. MLB. Blaster Blade. That's actually already. And a heal, okay. Not even the worst thing. We might still be able to pull this off. I'm gonna have to set up intercepts next turn though. PG into the damage. Love to see it. So that's the problem, is if you get damage denied, it's really rough to, you know, search out MLB, but this should still be, you know, doable. If we can draw into it in 2 out of 24 cards, which doesn't seem impossible. He's gonna get 2 swings on, he's gonna push me to 3. And then swing. He's gonna probably set up intercepts actually. He's gonna have 1 intercept at least, yeah. He's gonna call the Blaster Dark in behind. Oh, he's gonna set up double like that. I see. He's gonna push me to 4 this turn. I think, yeah. It should be 4 this turn. Defensive doesn't matter. Hopefully we can draw into the MLB, and then that will just make things a lot easier. He only has 1 card in hand though. Draw trigger, MLB, PG, we'll take it. Perfect guard, 3 perfect guards in hand. I'm feeling kind of good right now. I mean, he's gonna crit me to 4, but I should be able to get some damage off. Nothing on the drive check. And a perfect guard on the bottom of the deck. Okay. That's kind of strong right now. I need to set up 2 intercepts and just have them chill out. Oh, we want to draw into you, man. Come on. We'll take a booster, though. It's not the worst thing that could happen. We're at 4. 4 to 2 in the damage, but I have 3 perfect guards, so I'm not too stressed here. Just want to set up intercepts. Hope the drawing time will be here. Top deck? No, we do not. Okay, can't do anything. Can't ride here. So 10k gives him some problems, right? 17, that's hitting for 17. Do I want to pop his booster? I think I do. Oh, I can't. I can't even pop the booster. Oh, I'll destroy this column. I mean, they're both gonna die anyway. It's fine. So, this is also 17. There's no point. I can go swing, face, and then face. I think that's the play. So I mean, we pretty much cleared his board here. Has the 2 crit, but hopefully doesn't check a defensive here. We still have 3 heals in deck, and he has 4, I think. Yeah, he has all 4 in deck, which is a little scary, but if he heals now, it's alright. Oh, we're not gonna draw into it this game. That sucks, only having 2. I might have to ride into him next turn here. No defensive. Oh, of course. It's fine. I still hit this. So I can push him to 4 this turn. I think we're still in a pretty good place to win this game, to be honest. Wow, okay, they gave him all the resources he needs, but that kind of sucks. We'll see, because we still have a Blaster Blade in hand, 3 PGs. I have ways to refill my board here, so I'm not too stressed. Tons of cards. I mean, I've hit a lot of my draws, and he still has a lot of heals in deck. It doesn't have intercepts. Interesting. I think that's 2 PGs. It's either 2 PGs or another grade 3. So I gotta be able to hit 22. 22. How many cards in soul? 2. And then you're a soul charge. You get to 12k yourself, so I think I have to ride him. And hope to. I mean, PG's gonna go off here, so I don't even have heals. Draw trigger, that sucks. Let's see, what do we draw into here? Blaster Dart, okay. I might double Blaster Dart this turn, and then Blaster Blade to pop something next turn if I need to. But I want to ride you for sure. Oh, that's tough. But I don't even think I have any more Blaster Blades. I might actually. So this is a 17. I might try pushing for game this turn itself. He does have intercepts, I might as well just go face. 16, 17, 17. If I had a trigger put on here. That's at least. He hits the defensive, of course he does. 22, so it's 1 to pass. I think I'm gonna take the risk. I think I'm gonna take the risk here. We'll see. 14 cards, a few triggers in there. 4 triggers out of 14 now. Nope. Damn. Okay. So now what's more scary? I mean, anything in this spot plus the booster is gonna hit, but this guy is not gonna hit every time because he's only 10k with the blaster. So I think that's K is more important to take out here. Still 2 PGs in hand. Don't know how many he has, but next turn I have Blaster Blade. I'm still gonna be able to hit columns regardless of what I draw. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good position. Unless he drops, even if he throws down an intercept, I'm in a pretty good position. He has no grade 3s in hand, plays a Blaster Dark. And he plays King of Knights Alfred. He's gonna get a grade 2. Right? Counter Blast 3? Yeah, he's gonna call a grade 2 out. Okay. He's gonna ride over himself, I guess. Call over himself, sorry. So, well, it's an interesting game, and like, you guys can already see, like, he rode MLB, but he's still, you know, not in a great position. I have him 5-4. I've only healed once. He calls it behind? What is your play, sir? What is your play? One intercept. He must have 2 PGs in hand. No? Maybe not. Maybe searching for one here. Well, what is your play? Don't understand. Anything plus a booster works here. Anything I draw into. An intercept would be ideal. I can get 3 swings on Vanguard. Heals. Oh. Okay. Just don't double heal. Okay, we're alright. As long as they heal down to 3, we're okay. Okay. Intercept here would be huge. Nice. That is huge. Oh my god. High roll. I am so high roll right now, it's insane. Okay, that's fine. 17. I can't hit 22 without a trigger, which is kind of scaring me. You're what, 15? 16? Do I want to pop this and get 3 swings of Vanguard? Swing and the 2 columns with 17. How many triggers do we have? 4 triggers out of 11. I feel like he has something in his hand too. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna risk it here. I will survive next turn regardless, I think. Unless he has a way to retire all of these cards, which I don't think he does. So swing. Okay, no defensive. No defensive and we're good. Of course, of course. What else is my luck here? It's the one to pass now. We're gonna have to swing here. We'll see if we can hit one, at least put him at 5, or heal ourselves. Please. Oh my gosh. This sucks. This actually sucks. This trigger luck is insane. We still survive, is the thing. Just, I don't have ways to hit numbers. I have a 1 draw trigger and 2 heals. 2 heals out of 12, and I've like drive checked some stuff too. I think we're in a pretty good spot to heal. He only has 1 more heal in deck and 2 more draws. So he has 3 triggers. I have 3 triggers. He has 9 cards in deck, 4 in hand. Okay, no grade 3s in hand is what that tells me. No other intercepts either. So I need a way to hit 9, and then I have to. I don't even know what I need to do here. How can I win this? I need like triggers to pass. I think I just lose. I don't think I. What is his luck, man? He's back down to 3. What do I need? Star Call? Can't even use Star Call. I don't have the Counter Blast for it. He wins next turn. Like, I don't know what to do here. Well, Leanne, you don't do anything for me, God. Can't even Mega Blast because I could have Mega Blasted if I had Counter Blast open, but I don't. This is rough. This is really rough. I should probably moved him up. It's okay, whatever. I think I just lose this here anyway. I have to heal down to like 3, 2. I have to double heal here to even have a chance. Should have moved him up. Now I misplayed. It's like odds of the heal are pretty high though. Yeah. That would have been able to take out his rear then. Can we double heal? Oh my goodness, we might have a chance here. I'm down to 2. I should have moved him up. Now I knew the odds of the healing were high too, man. Put him at 4. Draw trigger, draw trigger. PG, oh my god. He only has 1 PG in hand too. Is that all 4 PGs gone? There's 2, but one's at the bottom of the deck. That was the one at the bottom. He must have 1 in hand. He has to push 4 damage in 1 turn. So he has to hit 20. 20. This hits 19. No, he has to hit 25. I have no more triggers. On 1 draw, I have no more triggers in deck. This is a misplay and a half. I don't think he has. Oh my god, there's his trigger. That's the last trigger. Was I 21? Still a misplay, because he only pushed me to 5. Now I have to hit him twice. $21, he takes this out. I need like Star Call. I know a Star Call's in there too, is the thing. Okay. I'm gonna take out my rear, right? Yeah, okay. I think I still lose, regardless. Because of PG, I need to be able to hit 3 times into face. Blaster Dark. What do you do for me, sir? Don't do anything for me. I'm gonna lose on drive checks at this point. Oh, no more triggers. I just lose, right? Like, there's no way for me to. Could take out his rear, and he still hits 12 regardless. Yeah, he just needs something that moves him up. I lose regardless. That sucks. Star Call, we needed you. Where were you when we needed you? Damn, that sucks. It's the most, like, anime battle of all time, man. Like, it's insane. 3 cards in deck, he has 3 cards in deck. Damn. That really sucks. We just lose this now, it's like... That's rough here. Hopefully he pops the effect just to get another card. Yeah, do it. Call another card out. So then when he drive checks and loses? Does he drive check and lose? Oh no, he just swings with the other cards first. Oh, if he misplays, he drive checks and loses. If he swings with MLB, he drive checks and loses. Do it, come on. What a game. Oh my goodness. Wow. I was thinking about not uploading this, but now after that, I think I have to. Budget MLB all day. Wow. Wouldn't even ride the MLB. Insane. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. What an anime battle right there. Well, you guys got to see the power of budget MLB. Hopefully when you guys run, you can actually ride into the MLB and you don't misplay like I did. And I hope you guys have a nice day, and leave any questions you have for me in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe and like. See you guys later.